Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Yazid Noval, and I'm going to present my project 3 on the subject ICT in ELT. Okay, first of all, I would like to share my screen. And here it is. The first point that I want to talk about is the potential of the research. Now, the main reference that I used for my project is an article titled The Incorporation of Information and Communication Technology Tools in the Pre-Service Learning Activities in a Teacher's Lesson Plan. And based on that article, there is a need to create an engaging platform for pre-service teachers and students. There is the conclusion of that article. Therefore, I can conclude that there is an idea to incorporate information and communication technology acts into pre-service teachers' lesson plans. Now, the reference above is specifically talking about lesson plans only. And after reading a little bit more, I am interested in another aspect, actually. I am interested to find out more about the effect and impact that ICT have in the EFL area of on the student's behavior. Now, my interest is to find out whether ICT can help determine and nurture students' procrastinations. Based on my readings on Google Scholar, there are already many research that explored the flow of ICT. Like maybe there are many articles that talks about gadget dependence, digital distractions, reduced motivations, and etc. And I think if there is already an article that proposed the idea of using ICT to help make a better lesson plan, just like the above, then there should be articles out there that try to focus on the use of ICT in helping students with their difficulties in academic life. That's why I want to explore the opposite of the flow of ICT, and also the another aspect uh, other than lesson plans, which is the positive benefits that ICT could bring to the problem regarding students' procrastinations. One of the problems that I've been seeing and reading a lot is actually procrastinations. So my interest is on that procrastinations. Here we have the publish or perish keywords. Now, for using publish or perish, I used 3 keywords. The first one is ICT, the second one is EFL, and then the third one is procrastinations. And the picture here is the screenshot from publish or perish that I took. I gathered 200 articles that consist of the 3 keywords that I mentioned earlier. And I filtered the data and only used articles from the year 2018 to 2022 to make sure that the data is the most relevant one. Now I put that data into FOSS viewer. Then we have the first graph. It is the network visualizations. And this type of visualizations displays a network of nodes and edges, where nodes represents items, the keywords, and edges represent relationship between the items. And then we can see that the most words that appear are procrastinations, academic procrastinations, and technology. So academic procrastinations is often talked about in research because there is actually a scale and also a survey or questionnaire that specifically talks about procrastinations in the academic students. And then the fewer words that appear are way, teaching English, and mobile technology. So there should be a little articles that talks about procrastinations that have the relations to mobile technology, and then teaching English. So there is still a little bit articles that talks about that. Second one, we have the overlay visualizations. Now here is the overlay, the visualizations. By overlaying these networks, we can explore how the two types of relationships are related to each other and identify potential areas of research collaborations in terms of year publications. Now we can see that the yellow one is the hottest and the most recent articles. Then we can see that the hottest issue is online learning. Here is very yellow, and then educations and also academic procrastination. So we can focus on that three aspects. And then for the last visualizations, we have density. This type of visualizations displays the density of a network, which is the extent to which nodes in the network are connected to each other. The density can be represented by different colors or shades in the visualizations, with darker colors, more yellow, indicating higher density. Then we can see that the densest point in the data is procrastinations and also technology. However, the most rarely points or the most rare points in the data is way. Is it up there? Way. And then teaching English. It's far from procrastinations and also mobile technology. Here is also far. So from that three visualizations, we can conclude that the idea to use ICT to overcome procrastinations is already done, but not so much in the area of teaching English. We can see that the impact and effect are still on the weaker side from the visualization above. Also, here is the impact far from the main keywords, and then the effect. So therefore, we can dig deeper into this topic of overcoming procrastinations in EFL learners using ICT. I think that's all from me. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.